Welcome everybody to the main event of ECW. ECW World Champion Sandman and the ECW World Champion #1 contender RVD putting their differences aside here tonight. Team up to take on 2/3 of the triple threat.
There's the bell, and now it's time.
Alright guys, we're using an RVD in this one. Trying to keep the momentum rolling. Give you guys a backstory on how we ended up here. So at our last pay-per-view, Guilty as Charged, we had Rob Van Dam going one-on-one against Terry Funk for the #1 contendership of Sandman's ECW World Heavyweight Championship. RVD came out on top on that one, and it's good to see the ECW originals still working together here, because these two will be facing off at our next ECW pay-per-view, Hardcore Heaven. So hopefully there's not too much tension in the faction. The ECW originals are Tommy Dreamer, Sabu, RVD, and Sandman. So now that a fellow ECW original member is the #1 contender, you would have to think things are going to get interesting here. Bam Bam Bigelow and Francine are also in the triple threat, along with Shane Douglas and Chris Candido, but they're obviously not a part of this one here. Shane Douglas and Bam Bam had quite the feud for the ECW Television Championship, but they were able to work aside their differences after the feud and keep the faction alive, so it's definitely a huge win for them. This is a ECW Extreme Rules match.
Into the barricade.
Definitely thinking about causing some friction and tension between RVD and Sandman over the next few weeks, seeing as how RVD is challenging for the ECW World title. To give you guys a backstory on the ECW World Heavyweight Championship in my universe, we're on year 2 and Sandman's held that title for 90 to 95% of the time. He's just dominated the ECW brand overall. Shane Douglas did take the title off of Sandman for a little bit, but getting the crowd on our side. Can we jump over the rope? Yeah. But Shane Douglas's ECW World title run did not last long at all. It was like a month long, and then Sandman won the title right back. So at all of our pay-per-views, Sandman just keeps coming out on top. So hoping to get a pinfall victory here with RVD, since he's got some of the best momentum on the brand right now. Other than Sandman, obviously, who's just a monster. But RVD made his return to my universe in year 2. I think we're going on to our second ECW pay-per-view on the calendar here. We're in year 2, like I just said, and he was absent. Rob Van Dam was absent for a long period of time in our universe. It was really unfortunate, because obviously RVD is like Mr. ECW. Like, you gotta have him on the ECW brand and universe, I feel like. But he was actually, Rob Van Dam was actually in an Armageddon Hell in a Cell match at a ECW pay-per-view, and he literally died on top of the cell. Like, he got a move done to him and didn't move after that. So I took him out of my universe and we played into that storyline. Do I have a Rolling Thunder sword? Alright, now we got standing one, kind of. Without the rolling. Rob Van Dam. Nope, not again. Yeah, we're diving. Okay, that was a fail.
Return to the ring.
Let's hit Chris Candido.
He may be in a bad way here. Yeah, the physical
ECW Originals and the Triple Threat are definitely the two most dominant factions on my ECW brand, so.
Got his opponent in hand.
Only right they main event here tonight. Nice moonsault there. Going for a pin. Right after Shane Douglas did.
What do you have to do to put this guy away? Slows that down with a well-placed kick. Oh, right to the kidneys.
We could have like an interesting storyline. I'm not sure where to go from here exactly. I have 4 brands running, so it gets a little difficult to have a storyline in every single title picture in every brand. So sometimes we're just running matches, but could potentially have these two face off in like a tag team rematch or something, and have it be like if the ECW Originals don't win, then it's a fatal 4-way for the title, something along those lines, where like they fall apart working together. There is a cutscene rivalries on here where you can make one of the members walk away at the start of the match and turn it into a handicap match. So we could do that scenario and have RVD walk out on Sandman. Maybe. I mean, not sure why he'd make his odds of winning worse. Oh no. Sandman's coming to save me here. Pile driver. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where to go with that. We have SummerSlam coming up too. I'm probably going to have ECW represented there. I grew up like in the tri-brand pay-per-view era, so like definitely for the big four, I like to have all three brands represented. Raw, SmackDown, and ECW. Rolling Thunder. Let's go. Alright guys, that's perfect. This is who I want to get the pinfall on if anybody is Chris Candido. See, Shane Douglas probably going to come ruin this. Bark Flash! As Shane Douglas is beating up the ECW World Champion. Perfect storyline. Oh, he just got that. That was a 3 count too.
He's setting it up on the ring apron right now.
Dang. He barely got that.
You have to imagine we're hitting late stages in this matchup. Who's going to dig deeper at this point? It might just take that extra push, that extra inch.
Oh shit. He won't. Alright, cool, he's distracted. If one of these two triple threat members gets a pinfall win over Sandman, we're definitely going to have to do something next week to try to add somebody to this title match at Hardcore Heaven. If you get a pinfall victory over the world champion, you got to be added to the title match. It's only right.
Counters right into a swift chop block. An agile escape. He takes control. Oh, saw it coming and got an elbow for that trouble. Oh, that'll leave.
What's he doing? Just leaving me alone. Setting it on fire. ECW. ECW. He won't. What's he trying to do? Injure the #1 contender so he can take a spot? Oh, shit. No way. Is he about to suplex me across the ring onto a burning table?
This is not going to be good. Could be catastrophic.
Oh, okay. That would have been fucked.
This place is going insane.
I'm reversing this. Not the Three Amigos.
And what need is there to go looking under the apron like this? RVD fires back.
We're not playing T-ball out here. And he's ready to throw out all decorum in this one. He's up at the plate now.
And he heads out of the ring.
You thought.
No worries.
I'll put you through a flaming table.
Look at that insult to injury.
I don't know how he leaned me against that. I thought you couldn't do that.
This is him reminding everyone of the fighting spirit he possesses.
I was going to drag him to it, but he reversed it. He's not hurting him. Who is going through this flaming table?
We're getting into desperation time for Van Dam.
Dang.
That was a good shot. It looks like Van Dam might be
Busted open.
There's some gouging going on.
Come on, RVD.
High risk area up there.
There we go. What is this? Oh, dude, one of us. They're teasing this flaming table right here. There we go. We're safe. Alright, Sandman, I'm going to need your help here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I tried to use my resiliency. Oh, no. The triple threat. Alright guys, I mean that works out perfect storyline purposes, I guess. ECW World Champion Sandman suffered a loss, but it wasn't his fault. Set up a 1v1, Shane Douglas Sandman. If Shane Douglas wins, he could join the ECW World title match between RVD and Sandman at Hardcore Heaven in 3 weeks. I think we'll have to go with that. Shit, why not make it for both of them? How about this? Shane Douglas picks one member of the triple threat, either him, Chris Candido, or Bam Bam Bigelow, to face the Sandman next week in the main event. If the triple threat member chosen by Shane Douglas wins, then Chris Candido and Shane Douglas join RVD and the Sandman at Hardcore Heaven, making it a fatal 4-way match instead of a 1-on-1 match. Sorry if that was confusing and drug out, but that's the storyline we're going with, since I just had an epic failure right there. I tried to use my resiliency last second. It just didn't work out, but that's going to conclude ECW, guys. We have 2 more episodes till our Hardcore Heaven pay-per-view, and then we have SummerSlam coming up in about a month and a half, or like 5 weeks maybe. So I will catch y'all on NXT tomorrow night.